Your return is a relief. I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
I got her to see the...
So the Mechanist, did she reveal?
The Robo-Brains were responsible.
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. Many good people endure. It's a shame a mind as brilliant as...
Sure. She's good at heart.
I believe I have a certain understanding when it comes to guilt. Still, I now know, had the Mechanist's robots remained unchecked, halting, if not with this knowledge...
Eyes open. I think that asshole's using a stealth force.
Courser's on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more. Courser is now on the third floor. Reports of the second intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
Feel free to give up at any time! Last mistake! some!
Hey.
Come out and fight if you dare! Just what the mechanic ordered, eh, sir? Bit of a stroll all the way to the top.
Fall back to a reasonable position. Horses near the elevator. Horses after the curve. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately.
Are you here for the synth?
What synth?
If you're not here for the synth,
I need what's in your head.
that you cannot have.
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out. Not on my own. I'm going to have to...
I promise not to hurt you.
I guess I don't really have a choice. The guard put the password in a toolbox. Use it to gain access to the...
Rubbish.
Excuse me.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. You're welcome.
My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny, so yes, I'm a synth, if you hadn't already guessed. I knew they'd send a courser. I think I would have lost him too. Thanks again for your help. And before you ask, the Commonwealth is unforgiving.
memories of the old world, does it not?
Yeah?
Yes.
Now, I've seen a lot of places.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetie.
Dr. Amari.
You're back. The glowing sea. Virgil.
Right. I found Virgil.
A Corsair chip. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never. But there are people who might. They're called...
Thanks, Doc.
You do? Oh, then good luck. I hope...
Uh-huh.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
Kent.
Be careful. The comic book store's in a real bad part of town.
Desdemona.
I have a report here. It reads more like...
Yeah, that was me.
That's what the report says. Hard to believe. I'm all for one left. So why did you kill him?
I needed a course.
You have one of... Follow me.
A job I was talking about, still wide open. You help us out, and I personally guarantee we'll help you out down the line.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
Not interested.
Very well.
Hey, over here.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives.
Uh-huh.
So,
Fine. It's yours.
All right, Tom.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard, I got you. All right, solve for N. Come on. Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the...
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Excuse me.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me. Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see. There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
Come here again if you need to meet us. You'll know that.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be... You did get rid of... How'd you manage?
I've made some friends.
Better you than me. Face like this. I'm not good. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. Came up with some schematics. Here's the symbol. You know the craziest part of the design? All the data's on harmonic frequencies. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's... Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have...
I don't know.
Find people to help you if you need to, because this is it. And don't you forget our agreement. It's my only... Now go on. Take
What do you need, General?
I have plans here.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing...
It gets me inside the...
Okay, General. If you think it will really work, then you should see if... Maybe you can find out where those bastards are coming...
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow. What teleportation.
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could... Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something.
Right.
I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. But, you can get... It'll need some pretty high-grade metals.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it. Here's a list of what you'll need while you're working on that. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available. How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Here's a list of 3 things that... I'll meet you over at the building.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get...
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind... I'll see you over at the building.
Can I be of service? Here's what I have. I'm the man for the job, sir.
I know I'm not the only person here who's lost someone. I miss him so much.
Are we pack rats now?
At least it's not raining.
I'm sorry. I can be very difficult like that.
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough power. Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Uh-huh. Let's do this.
You sure? I'll start scanning. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father!
Sure. Sean.
What's going on?
What do you want me to do, Sean?
I don't know you. Go away! Father!
Who is Father?
Father? Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father?
Father is my unofficial. I promised answers, but I need you to realize that this... You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to... It's good to finally meet you. After all, I am... your son.
It's really you.
Yes. In the vault. You had no concept of the passage of time, but then you learned that your son was no longer an infant. Is it really so hard to... And here...
They stole you.
Right, wrong, irrelevant.
Right.
At that time, the year scientific curiosity, so they found...
So the weird science experiments needed...
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synth. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean.
It really... I know you must...
Your mother?
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course.
Sean.
I have no doubt. I'm afraid I have very little experience with those emotions. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. With old age comes regret. And asking what... But... what matters now is that you and I... What else can I say? To ease your mind.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of... And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes.
I know. I know you've been through so much. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, there is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Visual receptors malfunctioning. Can you not see the grinding dust?
Sir.
Don't make excuses. You're clear when you think
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive
kidding.
servo.
You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe... If you don't mind my asking, what...
Uh-huh. I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're... Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have after.
Sure.
As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems run. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the... So, now that you're here and you spoke...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be... Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of...
Right.
If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past that.
You have time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick.
Hey, Doc.
I wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young Wally
Dr.
must
Clayton
be close to
Holdren,
10 years old by
head
now.
of the Bioscience
It's
Division.
remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
can
for you to see the
survive
work
for
we're
so
doing.
long up there, don't you
it's
think?
truly amazing.
I look forward to learning.
In that case, let me give you a brief... As the name implies, the Bioscience Division, our most important directive is to ensure the health. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in... We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a...
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, I'm sure I've taken up enough...
Sure. I'm an outsider.
Even if science isn't your passion, there are our projects, from what I've heard, in any case.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Please resist any urge you might feel to meet the specimens.
Dr.
and
Holdren's
hydroponic
Synth
garden.
Gorilla project is showing promising results. You're here. Glad you made it.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Got it.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
All functions. I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to
We're
knock
all
some
looking
heads
forward
together.
to working with you.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results.
I swear I spend
They will
half
this
my
time
time
as well.
smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles.
Doctor.
We need to be able to
So,
collaborate with the other
Here
divisions,
you are.
and that's a lot harder
Justin
when they're
Ayo,
always angry
Acting
at
Director
us.
of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand.
Uh-huh. No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want...
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one. In fact, I'd very much...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser... I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do.
Don't worry, I promise.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability...
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get...
I'm good for now, thanks.
All right.
Safety first. Remember that.
Father is more than just our leader.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No one.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing. amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefine. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories?
Those idealistic radicals who call them... We'll deal with them in time. Now you should get...
Heads up.
Mr. Aspect, another is already in the works.
Are things all right between us?
So kind of you to inquire. You must know that I hold you in the highest regard. I do hope you feel the same.
Your thoughts?
A communist, a spy, and a Chinese man walk into a bar. He orders a drink.
Your thoughts?
Just the Commonwealth these days, sir. Nuclear war.
That was it.
All right, then. Well done.
data report will be falling apart on you anytime soon. There's so much ground to cover in the Commonwealth. Where should we go next? My databanks are continuing to accumulate vast amounts of data regarding the Commonwealth.
Remember, I don't serve synths. Supplies are just for humans.
I'll take a look, sure.
Just don't call it junk.